Good evening and welcome to Blue Valley High School in Overland Park. Tonight's Hy-Vee High School game of the week. Boys high school basketball in the third place game of the 2021 Blue Valley Shootout, as you got Ruskin taking on Blue Valley. Hi everybody, Kevin White along with the coach Mark Huppy, Dion Clisso here as well. Well, coach, mixed emotions when you're in a third place game. You won your first game, lost your second, but we got a pretty good review on this one. These teams played a week ago.
Oh, just the irony of that, Kevin. And Blue Valley won 56-54 over Ruskin, as you said last week. We really anticipated a very competitive game.
Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile, and we got a guard here in Donald Bangham Jr. leading the Eagles.
Oh, Donald's a 6'3" senior. He's a lefty. All-league, all-district last year. 13 points a game, 6 rebounds. He's a 4-year letterman. Looking forward to seeing him play tonight.
And for Blue Valley, they got a guy headed to the University of Missouri, Aiden Shaw.
Oh, Aiden, arguably the most highly recruited kid in the history of Blue Valley High School. He's a 6'8" senior, all-league KL, 17 a game. Shot blocker, plays with poise. Better range this year too, Kevin.
Blue Valley and Ruskin playing for third place in the Blue Valley Shootout. Lineups and tip-off right after this. The game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. They're proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Lineups being introduced here at Blue Valley High School, as Blue Valley taking on Ruskin for third place in their tournament. Check your starting lineups. Bangham Jr. at the point. Sanders, Woods, Harvey starting instead of Allen, who got a technical in their last game, so he will not start tonight. And Grant is their post player. And for Blue Valley, same lineup. Rothwell, Svensson is a returning starter, as is Shaw. 2 returning starters for Dwight Williams' team. And of course, Ray Hughes is the coach of Ruskin. Your officials for this third place game: Jeff Zandy, Trey Meyer, and Andrew Fry. Blue Valley in the all-black uniforms, Ruskin in the white uniforms. Again, 7 days ago, these teams played at Hickman Mills High School, 56-54. Blue Valley won a tight one, and Blue Valley will run the first set of the night. Man-to-man defense employed by the Eagles early on. Shaw backing into the paint, using his size, and the hook shot spins in and out.
Real solid possession there, the first possession of the game by the Tigers, Kevin. Got the ball to Shaw, got him deep, just spun out on him.
Blue Valley opens in a man-to-man defense. Ruskin won against Wyandotte, lost to Lee Summit in the semifinals, as we got a foul coming up. Here you look at Dwight Williams, the head coach of the Blue Valley Tigers. Dwight in his 8th year, a Nebraska native. And we got an illegal screen whistled on the Ruskin Eagles. That'll be on Sanders, his first. Blue Valley winning over Sumner Academy in round 1. Got beat by 20 at home by Olathe South, as Zach Svensson connects on a 3.
Oh, Svensson's a returning starter, Kevin. Just him and Shaw, the only 2 lettermen they have coming back. As you said, Coach Williams really lost a lot of manpower from last year, but really counting on him to get him going this year.
And went 11-11. Here's Bangham trying to answer with a 3. Long rebound. Karams into the hands of Ruskin. They'll reset their offense. Now they give it away. Tigers, the numbers not quite there in transition. Svenson's three, in and out. Now we got an official's timeout.
Official timeout.
I think we got a little injury there, Kevin, with number 10, Grayson. Holbert came up a little, looked like he might have rolled his ankle and tweaked his knee a little bit there.
Dean Marcus will replace Holbert, who is the football quarterback during the fall.
Again, he's running hard to the block right there. As you just stepped on his foot there, Kevin. Let's hope we're seeing him back in the game quick here.
Dean Marcus, a sophomore, has played well in this tournament. That's 17 in their opening win over Sumner Academy off the bench. 3 ball on the way. And rebounded by Aiden Shaw. He got 8 rebounds per game. Now the pickpocket job by Bangham, who tried to dunk it, and he'll draw the foul. Shaw will hear the whistle, and 2 free throws coming up here for Bangham Jr.
And the most difficult part of that, Kevin, is that's Shaw's second foul here just 2 minutes into the game. Again, he got ripped in midcourt right there. You know, Bangham's really going to go hard to the cup. Good challenge by Shaw, but maybe let that one go the next time.
The left-hander knocks down the first. In the ball game last week, he was fighting cramps, so he was limited in the second half. So they get a full workload for Coach Ray Hughes and Ruskin. They will feel like they've got a good shot to beat Blue Valley on their home floor.
Well, Bangham's got a beautiful stroke, Kevin. He's a lefty, finishes nice and high, nice off on the rim there.
Foul trouble early on for the Blue Valley star. Aiden Shaw with 2 quick ones here in the first quarter. See how they manage him. It's good to see Holbert back in. And now a whistle and a foul on Harvey for Ruskin. Let's check in now with our sideline guy. Here's Dion Clisso.
Well, guys, it's good to be here at this tournament, and you're seeing really good players go at it. Shaw picking up 2 early fouls is going to be huge for Blue Valley. He's got to play tough on the defense without making more fouls. It's going to be a big thing.
Good call, Dion. Here you see Ruskin again turning them over, that hard man-to-man, a lot of ball pressure.
Pull up by Sanders is no good. Both teams struggling from the field shooting, and now a reach-in foul on Bangham Jr.
That's going to be a good matchup all night long, Kevin. As long as he can stay out of foul trouble. It's Bangham's first, and as we said before, Dion let us know that Shaw's got 2. Again, with the Blue Valley, Kevin, you'll see a lot of 5 out. You'll see everybody lifted up over the foul line in a lot of their sets. Good ball rotation, good movement.
Marcus inside, travel. This call on the sophomore guard. A Blue Valley turnover and a timeout. Blue Valley and Coach Dwight Williams, as both teams struggling hitting the outside jumper. Once again, these teams played on December the 3rd, 56-54 at Hickman Mills. And you're wondering, why are they playing at Hickman Mills? Ruskin is doing renovation to their gymnasium. And Coach Williams, Coach Huppy, doesn't look so happy there.
You know what? Dwight's really a great communicator, Kevin. His attention to detail is really impressive. He's a really positive guy. He just doesn't have a lot of experience coming back. He's basically got 2 lettermen. And Shaw's kind of head and shoulders above the rest of the kids right there. So the next 2nd through 10th player, we're going to see a lot of combinations tonight here on the part of Blue Valley, trying to find the 5 kids who play best together. Not necessarily the 5 best players, but working on chemistry, kids who can play together.
That'll be Ruskin ball out of the Blue Valley timeout.
Just talking to Coach Hughes at Ruskin, Kevin, what he really wants to do is space it and pace it. And that's a popular phrase now. Have great spacing and have great push. But again, he wants them to get easy shots, maybe create some easy baskets out of their pressure, which we've already seen tonight.
Apparently they whistled a foul out of the timeout on Sanders. That'll be his first. Here's Bangham Jr. to the rack, coming up short. Shaw in transition. And traveling is called. No basket.
And that's one of Aiden Shaw's best skills, Kevin. That ability to get the ball off the defensive board. Big, long stride, pushed it hard right there. Again, Coach Williams really didn't agree with that call. Not sure about it myself.
This is D'Angelo Woods driving hard and drawing the Blue Valley foul. It'll be Svensson's first.
That's what Woods can do, Kevin. Really gets hard to the cup. He's an aggressive kid. Led the team in minutes last year. He's really a combo guard. He can play the point, get him off the ball a little bit, get some shots up there. Loves to get out and run.
Averaged 8 points per game last year as a returning starter. Very good student there at Ruskin High, high GPA. Now they take their big out, Robert Grant, and bring in another big in George Pledger. So 2 free throws by Woods. Ruskin by a point in a low-scoring affair. Third place game in the Blue Valley shootout. Ackerman the drive and finish.
You know, Ackerman's played well this entire tournament, Kevin. He's really an impressive young player. Picks his spots to be aggressive, doesn't force things up. Nice finish there.
6'4" junior Jackson Ackerman. It's Blue Valley back on top. Halfway through the first period, Bangham Jr. has it spin out. Shaw outletting now to Holbert, who attacks and draws the foul. The whistle will go on William Sanders of Ruskin.
Again, nice job by Grayson Holbert getting out of the break there, but again, that's Shaw getting the ball off the board, keeping it high. It's really an unselfish play on his part. Holbert go to the line here. No, he didn't call it on the floor, Kevin.
Non-shooting, Blue Valley from the baseline. Inbounds play to Ackerman, works perfectly. Svensson to Ackerman. That's how you draw it up. 7-4 start for Blue Valley. Drive and kick, 3 ball, way off the mark. That didn't draw a rim for Harvey. Says their most improved player. Svensson with another 3. Rebound caroms around. And Blue Valley will keep it alive. Davis Bright, a guard off the bench. Got the rebound and the reset for Blue Valley. Here's Holbert's 3, no good. And a rebounding foul on Blue Valley. And let's see if it's on Shaw. That'll be his 3rd. Huge one for Blue Valley as their star now has 3 personal fouls in the first quarter. Aiden Shaw will go to the bench.
Again, Coach Williams a little bit frustrated over that. I'm not sure if he's frustrated with the call itself or maybe Aiden going over the kid's back, but opportunity knocks here for these 5 Blue Valley kids out there right now to see if they can get something done without their All-American.
3 ball. Not down for D'Angelo Woods. Both teams struggling from bonus distance. Svensson plays it inside. Marcus with a right-hand finish and the foul. Dean Marcus, a chance at the 3-point play.
Oh, the young sophomore really played good here Tuesday night, Kevin, in their win over Sumner. Again, he's a fundamental kid, just needs time on the court. Nice job there to try to finish 3-point play here.
Well, one team with foul trouble is Blue Valley with their star Aiden Shaw, but now we see that William Sanders, one of the starters for Ruskin, already has 3 personal fouls in the first quarter. As Marcus, promising young sophomore, completes the 3-point play.
Be interesting to see here, Kevin, what team will adjust to the referees tonight. Again, they do seem to be calling it tight. They're clearly fouls, but again, some of these kids got to back off their pressure, especially with their hands on each other.
Dante Amrine Mitchell off the bench and into the scorebook immediately. Marcus, the 3, no. And Dante had the rebound. It's knocked free by Ackerman, who can't save it on the sideline. Ruskin ball.
Now that's Ackerman's game right there. He gives energy every single possession, does the little things well at both ends of the court. Really solid defender. Laid out for that footloose ball there.
And we'll get a Ruskin 30-second timeout as they're down 10-6 in this ball game. Coach saying this is a very hungry team. A lot of seniors on this team.
Oh, he said the same thing to me, Kevin. You can tell the passion over there that Coach Hughes has. He's from Gary, Indiana. I think he said he's in his 8th year at Ruskin High School, teaches health and physical education. Just asking him about his team this year, he said the thing that he keeps talking to his team about is you need to be the difference. You need to be the difference on the court, in the building, 24 hours a day. What separates you from the other kids at Ruskin? So he's really calling on his kids to be students of the game, obviously players, on and off the court. Really impressive young coach there.
There you look at Aiden Shaw sitting down with those 3 personal fouls for Blue Valley. William Sanders, he's still out there playing with those 3 fouls for Ruskin. And also Iron Allen, normally a starter, the transfer from Ray-Pac. He's not playing tonight because he got a technical foul in their last ball game. Fight for the rebound. Holbert gets it for Blue Valley. You should see Allen back soon enough. He's a very good player for the Eagles. He averages 16 points per game. As if this is on Sanders, that'll be his 4th. No,
I think it's on.
Oh, I checked that. It'll be on Harvey, his 2nd.
Is on Harvey? He's got 2.
Beg your pardon. Yeah. Harvey now with 2.
Again, the crisp offensive sets here that Blue Valley's running, Kevin, are really impressive. Their spacing's good. They're sharing the ball. The ball's not sticking. Getting to help if they hit some shots, but Coach Williams has to be happy with the patterns that they're running right here.
This is Ackerman with a right-hand finish.
Slasher from the wing for 2.
Pledger back quickly the other way. And we got a foul in the paint coming up on Blue Valley. By the way, Sanders not in the lineup for the Ruskin squad with the 3 fouls. As you take a look at Ackerman just attacking the rim.
That's what we were talking about. This is the 3rd game we've seen him play out here, Kevin. And again, it really sells out every possession at both ends of the court. Doesn't take a possession off. Hard worker, unselfish young player.
George Pledger, a post off the bench. 6'3" junior. There's another free throw coming. This foul, I believe, was on Marcus at Blue Valley. Whistles being called tightly. As you mentioned, the players now must adjust to how the game is being called.
Well, I do a little officiating now, Kevin, in my retirement, too, and that's what they talk about. Call some fouls.
And the bank is open for Grayson Holbert.
And that's Holbert's game. Not that confident shooting the ball deep, but you get let him turn to the corner with his right hand there. It's really hard to handle.
Wait, is it the crowd say call some fouls, or the coaches saying call some fouls?
It's the administration telling the officials to call some fouls.
All right. Just wanted to clarify there. Blue Valley has opened up a nice lead as we go under a minute to play in the first quarter. Blocking foul on Ackerman.
And that's that tight crossover by Donald Bangham there, Kevin. That little right to left. Wants to get to his left hand. Pretty close call there, but looked like the referee got it right.
Ackerman will lead the lineup for Spencer Owens, a junior forward. Harvey getting a lot of minutes in the first quarter because Allen got a technical foul in their last ball game, and Coach Hughes not too happy about that. As here's Bangham Jr., the fade and fire, can't hit the 3. See if Blue Valley wants to hold for the final shot of the first quarter, holding an 8-point lead. Davis Bright, good look inside, and Owens gets the basket.
Great job by Bright there. Push the ball baseline. Nice solid jump stop. Make an easy pass for 2.
Blue Valley, despite their star, Aiden Shaw, sitting down with 3 fouls, has opened up a 10-point lead inside to Amrine Mitchell, and he hits the underside of the rim in the first quarter. Good one for the home team, Blue Valley, by 10 after 1 in the third place game of the Blue Valley Shootout. Ready for the start of the second quarter on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week as we check in with Dion.
Well, guys, I'll tell you, Grayson Holbert, who's the quarterback of the football team, was a 1,000-yard rusher, had about 1,800 yards passing. He's really active underneath the basket. I think he's got 5 or 6 rebounds at this point, even the last one there right before the buzzer. And that's a guy you got to have with a team that doesn't have a lot of experience. Somebody's around the ball making things happen.
You're right on the mark there, Dion. Again, Holbert. Coach Williams praised his basketball summer, said it really had a big summer in the weight room, big summer on the court, a strong physical wing, can really get to the goal.
Ruskin ball to start the second quarter, and Iron Allen gets the ball on the inbounds. This is the guy that set out the first quarter because he got a technical foul in their last ball game. They're lost in the semifinals. He's a very good player. Shot up and good. Good start for Ruskin. D'Angelo Woods.
That's Woods there again, getting all the way to the nail. Nice see you pull up jumper for 2.
Svensson, Holbert, Marcus, Owens, and Bright. Really only 2 of the original starting 5 on the floor. Shaw, if you're just joining us, their big star headed to Missouri, sitting down with 3 first-half fouls. And a 3-second violation. And Coach Williams is not a happy camper in the Blue Valley coaching box. It's a call you don't see that much anymore, Coach. The old 3-second violation.
That'll be the only one tonight. I got my money on.
I haven't seen one in a long time.
Again, Blue Valley, not a lot of wing pressure, not a lot of ball denial there. A more conservative approach defensively.
Pass inside. They were looking for Pledger, and Pledger lost his footing, and he couldn't handle the pass. Blue Valley has it back. Marcus with a 3 out of the corner, overshot it. Woods quickly up the court, finding Amrine Mitchell, and a blocking foul on Blue Valley. It'll go on Davis Bright.
Tigers foul number 5, Davis Bright. That's his first personal foul, team foul number 7.
Again, both teams in a 1-and-1 the rest of the half here, Kevin. Again, it would be prudent to put the ball on the deck, create some contact, get to the line, especially for Ruskin.
Dante Amrine Mitchell.
Amrine Mitchell to shoot 2.
Shots. Checking in for the Tigers.
Senior guard will have another one coming. You know, Ruskin 12-14 last year, Coach. They won their conference. I don't think people realize they lost in the state sectionals to Van Horn. So they had quietly a good year, and you see the record at 1-3 thus far. Keep in mind they've lost to Blue Valley. Staley, who I'm told is probably the best team in the whole city. And then Lee Summit, who's a very good team. We'll see them in the championship. This tournament coming up later against Olathe South, so they played a tough schedule early on.
Absolutely.
Holbert inside, Shaw back in the ball game, and banks it home. Aiden Shaw.
Again, that baseline drive again. Shaw is always available. Nice, easy catch.
Reverse layup up and good. Iron Allen, the 6'2" senior guard, who sat out that first quarter, transferred from Ray Peck. His father is now the principal at Ruskin. Torrance Allen, so followed his dad over to Ruskin. Right into the starting lineup, a very good player. Back the other way.
Hello.
Hard right hand hammer by Donald Bangham Jr. And Coach, I told you off air, I said this Ruskin team will never stop playing. Doesn't matter how many points they get down. Shaw for 3. A rainbow is home.
Again, maybe a little back and forth here, Kevin. Bangham, number 2. He's a lefty. He's going right, though. Again, you get him out in transition, Kevin, he knows where the rim is. Nice, strong right-handed finish there. Then right back at him at the backside. Despite him having 3 fouls here, here's Shaw. I think I'll just square this one up from 20, down the well.
And we got a timeout. I believe Blue Valley took that timeout after they just hit a 3.
I think Dwight's worried about his transition defense there, Kevin, and totally honest. Again, they're doing a lot of good things down at the offensive end, but a lot of times you chase that offensive board too hard. Ruskin's got numbers going the back way.
The Ruskin ball out of the timeout. Woods, Allen, Amrine Mitchell, Bangham Jr., and Grant. Ruskin, the team wearing the white uniforms on the road at Blue Valley. Allen, pull up. Yes, Iron Allen.
Iron Allen, solid, as you talked about, Kevin. Got 17 a game last year at Ray-Beck. Big time transfer. Boom!
Look out below. Aiden Shaw flying in for a dunk. And it'll be answered quickly. No transition defense for Blue Valley as they get a layup for Robert Grant.
I think an NBA All-Star game just broke out here. Dunk it one in. 2 seconds later, Ruskin laying it in.
Ball off the hands of Shaw. Turnover, Blue Valley.
Again, nice job by Coach Williams there. Once you get Shaw back in there, despite his 3 fouls, he's got him off Bangham. Maybe release it a little bit. Here he sees, nobody's going to stop me. I'm just going to get there.
Yeah, my request would be, guys in the paint, turn around. Here comes Aiden Shaw with a dunk on you as Bangham's 3 not there. Long rebound collected by Shaw. Aiden in a hurry. Drive and kick. And the 3 dancing off by Levi Rothwell. Ruskin has it back, down by 7. See if they can get closer here. Allen to pull up from 17. Shaw another rebound.
Again, Aiden Shaw's handles a lot tighter, passes the ball well, really has great vision on top of all of his offensive skills, Kevin.
Holbert to Rothwell. Rothwell off the leg of a player. They'll call a kicking violation on Ruskin. Blue Valley will throw it in from the baseline.
Again, Coach Williams really runs an innovative offense, Kevin. I was talking to him about it, and he got it from a Bellarmine college. Is an NCAA Division II college and just went D1. Again, a lot of the sets that he's run, the 5-up stuff, he got for Bellarmine.
Shaw caught it in the paint, couldn't hit the short turnaround. And Eagles quickly back in their offense. A quick shot put up and in by D'Angelo Woods.
There is no quit in this Ruskin crew, and it does seem like both teams have really adjusted to the referees, Kevin. We only had 1 or 2 fouls here in the second quarter, so those adjustments have been made.
They lost in the semifinals to Elite Summit, and Shaw nailing his second 3 of the first half. He's got 8 first half points. This Ruskin team played Elite Summit. They would get down in the semifinals and fight right back before the Tigers finished them off 70-56. Allen for 3. Short on the wing 3. And now the steal. Look out again.
Hello.
That's the second dunk, and now they call the technical for hanging on to the rim by Bangham Jr. And he'll be sitting the next ball game as Coach Hughes' rule, but I believe Coach Hughes is really protesting this call at midcourt with the officiating crew.
There's no question he's protesting this call here. And had it all the way, measured it, big time dunk. And the official side just hung on the rim a little bit too long. Shaw will go to the line, shoot the tee.
So let's see who Blue Valley will determine to shoot the technical. 2 fouls now on Bangham Jr. as Aiden Shaw is moving to the free throw stripe to shoot 2 technical shots.
And Kevin, you look at Aiden Shaw's scholarship offers this year. We talked about it. The high level of recruitment. He had an offer from Kansas, Arkansas, Maryland, Iowa, the Missouri commit. Again, Coach Williams really wants him to just relax and enjoy his senior year. He's going to play hard. He's got the skills. Thinks he played with a little bit of pressure on him the first couple of games. And again, 3 fouls right here. Aiden's did a good job of playing through it, not making a mistake here, picking up his 4 so far in the second quarter.
Timeout Ruskin. Coach Hughes going to talk to his team, or better yet, he's going to have Jim Newland, his assistant, talk to the team while he talks to the officiating crew because he hated that call on the technical foul on his star guard, Bangham Jr. Let's check in with Dion.
Guys, one thing I noticed on the Blue Valley offense, when Shaw was on the bench, they were a lot quicker in and out of their sets and moving the ball a little faster. I know you want to get him a touch, but if they stay with that same motion and stay with that same quickness with him on the floor and find a way to get him in there, that's going to open that offense up even more.
You're right on target, Dean. A lot of times when your star's out, that's really what that happens. The other kids pick up their level of play. No, Aiden's not going to be out there for the next 3 or 4 minutes, possibly through the second quarter, although Coach Williams chose to put him in. Now, Coach Williams has to be happy with his offensive ball movement. It's not sticking, his continuity. Concerns on the backside with turnover, concerns on the backside with defensive transition. Again, Ruskin always going to run as hard as the rack.
3 and some change left before we get to our Hy-Vee at the half. We'll run down your numbers and highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores. Blue Valley Shootout is where we're at. This is the 3rd place game, championship game to follow. Lee Summit and Olathe South. I want to stay tuned for that one. Those are 2 high-level teams that go at it.
It's that 5-up set right here with all 5 players lifted above the foul line on the initial point to wing. Again, then they get to the rotation, get into their motion.
Shaw puts it on the floor, working against Pledger. Svensson for 3. Yes! Zach's second 3 of the first half.
Oh, he's a defensive back in football, but again, perfect execution right there. Shaw pushing it hard baseline, drawing the defense to him, kicking it out to Svensson for 3.
Back to a 10-point lead. 2.5 to go before halftime. Bangham Jr.'s ball is deflected, but right to a teammate. And this will be Grant, and he'll be called for the player-controlled charge. As Svensson able to take the charge for the Blue Valley Tigers, and a little shaken up as he walks the baseline.
Oh, we had a perfect angle on that one too, Kevin, against Svensson. Set up early, took it in his chest. No question, that's the right call. Again, Ruskin back to a full court press right here, trying to turn him over.
Getting a towel to get some of the perspiration off the floor.
And this looks like really a man-to-man full court press that Ruskin's setting up. Most of the time they're in their 2-2-1 tempo press or 3-quarter. Again, back into a man. Looks like a straight man here.
Shaw driving and drawing the foul. I think the help defense maybe came over and drew the foul. It's going to be on Bangham Jr., and he's got 3 fouls, so both of the team's stars fighting foul jeopardy as we got free throws coming for Aiden Shaw.
You know, Donald Bangham really was there, Kevin, with his feet. His rotation was really good. But again, just that little reach and that little impulsive reach where you want to get a steal. Again, had him pick up his 3rd foul.
Amrine Mitchell in. Bangham Jr. to sit down probably for the rest of the first half. Shaw trying to add to his 11-point ball game thus far. 6'8" senior headed to the University of Missouri.
Those Ruskin kids really want to get out of the break there, Kevin. See him sprinting out after that first foul shot. I got to get down here. Look at him.
13 game high for Aiden Shaw. His team with a big lead of now 12, 32-20 as we approach halftime. Let's see if Ruskin has a late second quarter run.
Again, Blue Valley, a lot of pack line principles here defensively, Kevin. They're trying to force the ball middle. You know they're going to get help. Their rotations have really been good.
First layup try comes up empty for Amrine Mitchell. Tigers quickly into their offense inside Holbert, and he scoops it up and in. Grayson Holbert.
That's Holbert's game again. A physical wing, takes some contact, stay balanced up. Nice strong finish.
Foul on Blue Valley as Ruskin quickly into their set, and Svensson with the foul, his second.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 25.
Not a lot has gone Ruskin's way here in the second quarter, Kevin, but there's no quit in these kids. They're really impressive. They keep their heads up, stay confident, pull for each other, congratulate each other again.
At the line,
Seems to me like their mentality is our run's coming.
and one.
Had a little bit of rough spot right here. See if we can get a couple free throws down here.
Allen. Ruskin did not play in the first quarter and is going to get 5 in the second quarter.
Now, Coach Hughes really praises Allen's input into his program right there. Really a great player off the bounce, a tight handle, unselfish to a fault sometimes.
He's a very good player at right back for Coach Germain. Now moving to Ruskin with his father as the principal. Marcus, drive and kick.
Really good.
Double teamed, in trouble. Rescued by Svensson.
Really good defensive help there, Kevin, by Pledger. 2 or 3 times he stepped up.
Svensson's 3 back irons. Outlet now to Allen, who will attack the left side. Svensson right there with a rebound for Blue Valley. See if they hold for the final shot. Leading by 12. It's been as high as 14. Ackerman rejected at the rim. Defense by Pledger. Woods back the other way. Can't hit the runner. Long rebound comes out to D'Angelo. Will fire a 3 and connect.
Big shot right there by Woods, Kevin. Cutting it to 9 with 20 seconds to go.
Single digits important for the Eagles.
A little high ball screen right here, Kevin. See what they get.
It's a long 2 right through there. And we reach halftime. That bucket will count. A 2-pointer by Svensson. And 8 points in the first half. As we check in now with Dion.
I'm here with Coach Williams from Blue Valley, and kind of disjointed at times, but I thought your offense did a really good job of moving the ball, especially when Aiden was out, and then he got a little bit more of the flow when he got back in.
Yeah, Olathe South did a good job of stalling us on offense last night. We in watching film, we did not get the ball side to side. So that was our goal today, to get better on the offensive end and get the ball side to side, reverse it, make them work on defense, and see if we can get a layup or an open 3. And so far it's worked. We're young, we're still learning, so we're trying to stay positive and constantly teaching.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
Ivy at the half. Coming up next from the Blue Valley Shootout, you're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. We are ready for the start of the third quarter. Third place game, Blue Valley Shootout. Blue Valley Tigers will have it. Original starting 5, Rothwell, Svensson, Holbert, Ackerman, and Shaw. And Shaw out of the corner with an early offense jumper. And it'll be Ruskin ball. And Ruskin with their starting lineup of Bangham Jr., Allen, Sanders, Woods, and Grant.
Really good execution there on that half-court out-of-bounds play. Again, Shaw got the ball, short corner, just missed the jumper. But again, nice call there by Coach Williams. Got the shot they wanted.
Here's Bangham Jr. A shot maybe got blocked at the glass. Blue Valley has it back.
You get a shot blocker like Shaw, Kevin. Makes everybody a better defender.
Shaw missing on the 3. Offensive rebound, Holbert. Blue Valley will recycle their offense. Shaw was their leading scorer in the first half, 13. Now Shaw down the baseline. Holbert attacking and scoring. Grayson Holbert.
Oh, that's old school Holbert there. Again, an old school game. That 2-foot jump stop. We'll show the ball a little bit. Nice physical guard.
6 points for the Blue Valley football quarterback. And the hard drive up and good by George Pledger. Pledger getting the second half start. The block by Bangham Jr. Ruskin on the run. Pledger hits the deck. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Shaw. So it'll be Ruskin ball. So Ruskin going with their 2 bigs. And it'll be William Sanders sitting out to start the third quarter.
Again, that's a really impressive play there, Kevin, by Aiden Shaw. Straight up. Doesn't want to pick up that fourth foul. Nice fundamental defense there by the young man.
Straight on jumper by Grant. Ackerman with the rebound on the miss.
Again, Ackerman always there with the little things.
11-point lead in the basketball. Shaw with his post-up game. Nearly lost it. Rothwell down the baseline. Out to Svensson. Got 8 first-half points. And a nice rebound by Bangham Jr. Ball goes off the referee, who's in play. And Blue Valley picks up the loose ball. That'll be a turnover by the Eagles. Aiden Shaw sticks another 3. That's his 3rd of the game. He's got 16 game-high points.
Two of their best players. Holbert doing what he does. Hard dribble drive to the right. Defense stepped up and rotated and helped kick the ball to Shaw for a nice clean jumper.
Timeout Ruskin and Coach Hughes as they're down by 14 here in the 3rd.
Again, Blue Valley really came out with a lot of energy this half, Kevin. Nice, strong fundamentals at both ends of the court there. It always looks better when you knock down that tray. Again, both these coaches, they're playing, especially Blue Valley, they're playing 3 games in 4 nights. I think they're going down to Columbia, Missouri for a game tomorrow night also, which we'll talk about in a minute. Again, field goal percentage for Blue Valley, he really has to be happy with 54%. Again, nice, strong, both teams shooting well from the foul line. Blue Valley kind of dominating the board 16 to 10. Again, points in the paint is going to favor Blue Valley also.
As we check in now with Dion.
Well, Ruskin's really going to have to keep moving on offense. They've been standing around a little bit and settling for some shots, and they've got the quickness, and I think if they get out of those cuts a little more and move the ball, they'll find some open ones.
Allen's 3. Rebounded by Shaw. Outletting to Ackerman. To Holbert. Back to Shaw. The open long 3. Money.
Again, Blue Valley, great numbers every time down the court offensively. Running the first wing down the court to the strong side corner right there. Again, Shaw, nobody picked him up. Then the young man's got a beautiful stroke.
4 threes. Game high 19. Best game of the tournament as an answer by D'Angelo Woods. And that is a 3. He is the leading scorer on the Ruskin side of things. He has 12 points. Holbert, the catch, and stepped out of bounds. Turnover, Blue Valley. Well, can Ruskin make another run, get back in this ball game?
Again, Ruskin wants to play fast, Kevin, but it's really tough to play fast when you're taking the ball out of the net consistently. They need to turn Blue Valley over a little bit more. Need to limit them to 1 shot at the offensive end also before they
rebound collected by Ackerman. Good hustle rebound by Blue Valley is holding on to a 14-point lead. Middle of the 3rd quarter, 3rd place on the line in this game is a foul coming up on Grant of Ruskin. 2 on him. Non-shooting foul, Blue Valley to play in.
Watch a quick lob here, Kevin. I've seen him run it before. Look like they're going to run Shaw to the quarter.
Shaw on the catch on the 3 and release. Rebounded underneath by Woods. Golden Eagles find Allen on a reverse layup. Shaw, the nice rebound. Blue Valley sets it up. No, instead the steal by Allen.
Boom.
And the flush by Donald Bangham Jr. Once again, he's left-handed, Coach, and he's doing that with a hard right-hand finish.
You said it, Kevin. Nice and comfortable with that one, too. Again, Coach Williams not happy with that turnover.
Yeah, I really thought they were going to set something up, and instead they turn it over and give up an easy dunk by Bangham Jr.
Again, he's got so many skills, Kevin. Again, he can shoot the ball, he can turn the corner. I think it's always an advantage, especially off the bounce, to be a lefty. And again, another dunk with that right. Head up, chin that one, young man. I guess we don't have a timeout here, Kevin. I'm not sure what happened right there.
It's Blue Valley ball. They throw in from the sideline right in front of their bench. Their star, Aiden Shaw, 19 points. Inside, Marcus spinning off. Marcus had the offensive rebound and drew the foul. And let's see if this is Sanders. This might be his fourth. Nope, they say it is on a different player. It'll be on D'Angelo Woods, his first. Sanders has had his time limited with foul trouble.
Kevin, most coaches will talk about, they will always send all five to the defensive board again. A couple of those Ruskin kids leaking out early. Offensive rebound for Blue Valley.
This is Ackerman drawing the foul and will shoot free throws.
Ruskin foul number 3, Iron Allen.
It's going to be on Iron Allen. That'll be his first as Jackson Ackerman. He is a junior forward for this team. Scored 20 points in their first round win. Had a very good game over Sumner Academy. And now Ackerman. Had 9 last night in their loss to Olathe South. Has 8 in this ball game. Lead's been as high as 17 for Blue Valley. It's at 14 now. Ruskin on the attack. Bangham Jr. drawing the foul. It's going to be on Ackerman. This will be a shooting foul. And Bangham Jr., the senior guard. They say still growing, Coach.
6'3" now. If he's got a couple inches on him, he's going to be a great player down the road.
Just a very smooth player, fluid. And the left-handed jumper is so pretty out there as well.
And not just because he's a lefty. His game reminds me of James Harden again. That quick crossover, head and shoulders, great balance getting to the cup, can finish it through traffic too.
Definite college potential. 1 out of 2, 13-point lead in the basketball. Blue Valley 2-1 on the year, trying to get 3rd place in their own tournament. Last year they played games that really didn't have any places. The coaching community saying Lawrence would have been the best team last year in the COVID version of the Blue Valley shootout. Now the steal by D'Angelo Woods. And he's fouled by Holbert. 2 free throws coming up here for D'Angelo Woods.
Woods again led him in minutes last year. Really a capacity at the defensive end. 3 or 4 times he's got up in the passing lane for deflections. That time he deflected the ball, picked it up, got all the way to the cup for the foul.
Leading scorer for Ruskin is D'Angelo Woods. Excellent student. Average 8 points, 4 rebounds. Last year, team won 12 games, won their conference, the Suburban Blue. D'Angelo's been in double figures in all 3 of these tournament games.
Well, that made free throw got Ruskin into the 2-2-1 full court press against Shaw, turning it over.
Here's Allen into the paint. And he goes off Shaw. It'll stay with Ruskin at the baseline. Bangham calling for it in the paint. Kick out to Woods for the 3 ball. Yes, sir. Ruskin right back in it.
A great unselfish play there by Bangham, too. Really a nice 5-footer himself, Kevin. He had a good shot. They got a better one on the backside for 3.
Ackerman answers for Blue Valley in the paint. Tough shot by Jackson Ackerman. So we go back and forth. Now Blue Valley with the steal. Holbert will slow it up. The numbers weren't there. Inside Ackerman, good position. Let's see if Blue Valley wants to run a set.
Again, so impressed with Holbert, Kevin. Not just with the physical plays, a heady kid there.
Reach-in foul on Allen.
Number 3, Iron Allen. That's the second personal foul, team foul number 4.
Here we go, Ackerman. You know what? I get all the way to the cup myself. I'm not going to give this one up. I do believe I'll have 2 for me. Again, a solid player. That junior got a bright future.
Here's Davis Bright, too strong. How important, Coach, would Ruskin need to be as far as single digits as we go to the final 8 minutes, as this shot will be waved off, and that'll be William Sanders' 4th foul, I believe, as they called a charge. 4 on Sanders, who's been fighting the foul bug throughout this game.
A lot of ways to make a contribution off the bench, too, Kevin. That's Davis Bright there, stepping up, taking a charge. Great job by that young man.
I really think it would be important for Ruskin to get it down to single digits as we go to the 4th quarter, and they might have a chance.
A lot more patience in that press offense of Blue Valley there, Kev.
Holbert right to the rim and finishes.
I'm sure it's on everybody's scouting report. Don't let Holbert go right, but he's just one of those guys. He can get there, dips that shoulder, low center of gravity, all the way to the cup.
They have officials timeout as Holbert able to take it to the rim and score. He has 8 points. Sanders leaving the lineup with the 4 fouls as Ruskin has it down by 12, under a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Allen into the paint, and the layup is good. Iron Allen, 8 points in the ball game, sat out the 1st quarter too. 10-point difference. Blue Valley. And a traveling call on Holbert, who was in a double team trying to get free there and moved his pivot foot. Give it back now to Ruskin, and they can get it down to single digits if they can hit a shot here to end the 3rd quarter.
Well, that's that heart that you talked about Ruskin has, Kevin, always on display. They're going to fight every single possession.
Allen, pull up. Back irons it. Long rebound. Grant. Try to stick back. Ball was poked free. Nice reach in by Bright to knock it free. And we're through 3 in the 3rd place game in the Blue Valley shootout. Home team by 10. Back with the 4th quarter on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Welcome back to the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week, and Coach Aiden Shaw headed to Missouri, got into some foul jeopardy early, but he has responded with a big-time scoring night.
Well, the young man really showed some poise here, Kevin, and a lot of kids cannot play with foul trouble. Big night on his home court, 3 fouls in the first 3.5 minutes, but again, Shaw maybe adjusted his game a little bit, worked on his jumpers, hit 2 or 3 threes, as the Blue Valley Tigers have opened up a 10-point lead here going into the 4th quarter.
Leading scorer for Ruskin with 16 is D'Angelo Woods. As you look at the Hy-Vee scoring by quarters, Ruskin going to have to play from behind, down 10 for the final 8 minutes. 3rd place on the line. This game part of the Blue Valley shootout for 2021. Ruskin on the road at Blue Valley.
Here we see Blue Valley coming out here with a 2-3 zone. Let's see if it's just for 1 possession or multiple possessions. Again, if I'm Ruskin, I'm going to get the ball to Allen. I'm going to get the ball to Bangham. Every opportunity to see if they can create.
Tried some screen and roll action, and now here's
boom,
Bangham Jr. with a 3-ball.
Yellow, confident young man. 1 in the corner. Nice clean catch. Perfect pocket pass. Cuts to 7.
That's his first 3 of the night. He's in double figures. He has 12. Woods has 16. And all of a sudden, the lead down to 7 for Blue Valley. It's been as high as 17. Holbert has his pass stolen. Outlet ahead to D'Angelo Woods. Layup good. Does Blue Valley want to take the timeout? Coach Williams cringing on the Blue Valley bench now, as it's now just a 5-point ball game.
Well, Coach Hughes has to be happy with the first minute here of the fourth quarter. Banging with a big three. Turned him over on the backside. Got a little run out. 5-point game. Again, you want to move the ball, Kevin. You want to space things out. But again, you don't want to be too conservative here. You got a lane to the rack. Get there.
Play it inside. Now back outside. Svensson for the three. Yes, sir. That's his third of the night.
Biggest shot of the night for that young man, Kevin. When things are going bad for Blue Valley, big shot there to open it up to 8.
He's got 11. Aiden Shaw has 19. They're the top Blue Valley scorers. And you talk about a much-needed bucket. Senior returning starter, Svensson, steps up. Bangham Jr. not close on the three, and a rebounding foul coming up, I believe, on Allen of Ruskin.
Looks like Coach Williams has switched Ackerman on the Bangham. Again, forced up three right there.
3 fouls now on the Ruskin guard, Allen. And now Blue Valley throws it away in the backcourt. And Dwight Williams needs some Pepto-Bismol after that.
I said he's the most positive guy I know, but he's kind of laying back right there saying, what happened? The unforced turnover. Very animated young coach. Does a great job here at Blue Valley.
38 years old is Dwight Williams.
That's
native
young,
of Lincoln, Nebraska. Yeah, I'd take it.
Yep. Again, Blue Valley, all 5 players inside the arc there. A lot of help.
And Bangham Jr. is bumped and fouled, and it's going to be on Ackerman. Only 14 fouls as Coach Williams going to the LeBron meditation to calm himself. Here's D'Angelo Woods. And a battle for the rebound. Saved back in play, but Holbert able to catch it. Pledger tried to play it off the leg of Holbert. Holbert has got those great hands as a quarterback. Says, I don't think so. And Blue Valley, 8-point lead in the basketball. As the gym is filling up for the championship game. Look at all these Olathe South fans. We see Lee Summit fans filing in. That's your championship. Lee Summit, Olathe South. Shaw gets a high screen. Now will pop the three. And in and out. Bright had the rebound. His outlet's intercepted.
Oh, Bright's done so many things well.
Pledger hitting the deck. And it'll be a foul on Shaw. Now that'll be his 4th. So he played a long time with 3, but now he's going to be playing 1 foul away from disqualification.
Great job by Pledger there, forcing the action. Again, tough decisions over there for Coach Williams. The big star picking up his 4th foul with about 4:40 to go here in the game. Looks like Coach Williams going to let him roll.
George Pledger to shoot free throws.
Pledger's exactly what Coach Hughes told me he was. Said he's brand new to the varsity, not worried about him at all. Said he gets to the board, takes good shots. Mid-range game for the most part. Really good in transition.
He brings size to this team, but the free throw shooting has been a struggle tonight. And Blue Valley maintaining an 8-point lead, 4.5 to play in regulation.
Again, Ruskin, a lot of momentum here in the 4th quarter, Kevin. But when you miss 2 foul shots, especially when you got number 4 on Aiden Shaw, changes up again. Loves that 3 ball.
He's got 5 threes, game high 22. Aiden Shaw, Allen the feed inside, Grant the catch, can't hit. And Blue Valley saving at the baseline. And it was Bangham Jr. This time it works as they get the spike off a Tiger. And Ruskin will keep it under their own basket.
Great job by Bangham. Again, gets the clean rip right there. Throws it off the Blue Valley kid, saving a possession. Oh.
Now the steal. Davis Bright. Layup good. He's had a good game tonight off the bench.
Oh, there's no question. Creating a name for himself here tonight. Big play second half. Up and down the line, both ends of the court for Bright.
Allen with a quick answer. And now they steal it back. His team is relentless. That's Ruskin as a blocking foul called on Holbert, and Allen shaken up at the baseline.
Oh, here we go, Bright here again, Kevin. It's one thing to deny, it's another thing. Nice, tough finish there. Ruskin right back at him, though. Again, a 10-point lead here. Doesn't seem like a 10-point lead with the way Ruskin plays. They can turn you over in a hurry, get out in transition, cut this thing down quick.
Player down is Iron Allen, who was fouled on the play. You saw him grab the side of his head as he laid on the baseline.
And Kevin, these December tournaments are really a lot of fun for fans, student bodies, and the players themselves. Most high school coaches will talk about 3 seasons. You talk about your preseason, a lot of non-conference games, preseason tournaments like this, maybe some showcases. Then you get in January and February, hard conference play, depending upon how many teams are in your conference. You might play double round robin or just everybody once. And then obviously the third season, the postseason, sub-state, district, state play.
And Allen is up. I think he fell into the photographer at the baseline at the end of this play. Yeah. The back of his head on the knee of the photographer at the baseline. He is back up. Hopefully he is okay.
I gotta believe he's gonna be okay to shoot these foul shots too. We talked about a little bit earlier, what Blue Valley's got tomorrow is interesting, isn't it? A trip to the Norm Stewart Classic in Columbia. I'm not sure, is that a 9 o'clock start for them?
It's early. I just know they're playing Grand Island, Nebraska.
Are they?
Yeah, and they'll be on ESPN Plus. You can stream the game. Grand Island has a 6'10" kid that's headed to Virginia, and of course, Blue Valley's got Aiden Shaw headed to Missouri, so that's why they're on TV. As we get a shooter in Zayon Harvey. Zayon, he said his improvement by leaps and bounds. Coach throwing this young man a lot of praise, a guy that had limited time on the JV, now playing on the varsity. And free throw makes, and now Allen back in, so they did have a shooter for Allen, but now he's back in the game, and once again, single-digit lead for Blue Valley. Never comes easy with Ruskin in the house.
Well, especially when they jump in this 2-2-1 press, Kevin. A lot of pressure out front. They usually have a secondary trap here at half court if they can get it.
Svensson kicking in the corner to Holbert. Leading scorer in the ballgame has the basketball. That's Aiden Shaw. 22 points, 5 threes.
Again, player movement and ball movement are critical right here, Kevin. It's not that they want to hold the ball for the last 3 minutes of the game, but they really want to space the floor, eliminate help.
And a left-handed layup opens up for Svensson.
And gets Svensson all the way to the cup for that one. Perfect execution there.
That is good offense. And they get the easy layup in a much-needed basket. Bangham Jr. working on Ackerman down the baseline, and Ackerman fouls him.
That crossover is tight, too. Nice low to the ground, little right to left crossover. A lot of skills in that young man.
Non-shooting foul as the Eagles have it, down by 11 points. Still time. Need to get going as Bangham Jr. right to the rim, too strong. Tigers have it. Let's see if they want to run some clock and manage the game with the lead. Double figures. Reach-in foul on D'Angelo Woods. 1-1 now for Aiden Shaw.
Nice job by Shaw at both ends of the court, Kevin. Nice fundamental play defensively. He's not going to block a shot. He's going to go straight up and bang. Bothered it a little bit. That length will bother a lot of kids getting to the rim, even if you don't block the shot on the backside. A tight handle, low to the ground. Took a foul.
Double-double. 1 out of 2. Game's leading scorer is Aiden Shaw. Woods, elbow jumper, not close. Ball on the deck, and we'll stay with Ruskin. Is it three-pointer time, Coach, or is that still too much time left? And now an illegal screen, and the whistle will be on the guard, Harvey. That'll be his third.
That's tough. There's special situations, inbounds underneath. You expect to get a really good shot coming out of that. Little moving screen call. Looked like a good call there by Jeff Sandy. A great opportunity here for the Tigers to work on this press offense. Their spacing's been a lot better. Get the ball to Shaw. Shaw leaves a lot of problems. They can swing the ball back and forth.
Ball is tipped out. Last touch by Ruskin. Blue Valley will keep right near midcourt as they try to milk 2 and some change off the clock and get third. And now Davis Bright slips and will be called for the charge. Or I mean the traveling, I beg your pardon. As his shoes let him down in midcourt and he just slipped. That's a moving pivot foot.
Somewhat of a break for Blue Valley. If they didn't call the slip, Ruskin had an easy basket going the other way, but clearly the right call.
And Ackerman with a foul that I don't know why he did there.
Yeah, you can tell what Ruskin's trying to do, Kevin. Get their 2 best offensive players, Allen and Bangham. A little screen roll is the top of the key. Read it, space it. 3 balls there, knock it down. If not, penetrate and get it.
That was the 5th foul, and it was just a 25 foot away from the basket, bump into the body of Allen, and now you don't get to play anymore. That just makes little sense, as now it stops the clock, and now free throws awarded to Allen. So you keep hope alive for Ruskin, and you foul out of the game.
You said it perfectly.
Mind-boggling.
Yeah. Ackerman has played so well in this tournament, Kevin. Again, he had one of those fouls last night also, 30, 40 feet from the goal. He's young Hiller.
2 free throw makes.
That bench is the best teacher, isn't it? Not going to be able to play here the last 2 minutes on his home court.
14 now for Allen, who did not start the game. Inside Shaw.
Boom. Hello. Hello.
2 hands and look out below, and they'll tack on a foul on Ruskin. So 25 for Aiden Shaw with a chance at 26 on the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Oh, that's big time there. Catch it high. Nice 2-foot jump stop there off 2 feet. Big time flush.
And that will be another player fouling out in the game. This side on the Ruskin side of the scorebook, as Sanders got his 5th. And Shaw with the 25 and 10 game and another free throw.
We've seen such great growth in Shaw over his 4 years at Blue Valley High School, Kevin. Again, he's not there yet physically. You can tell he's got some growth left in him, some strength training maybe, but incredible player right here in the EKL.
Turnover by Ruskin, and let's see if Blue Valley wants to spread the floor and run clock with a 13-point lead. Nope, they'll go ahead and take it to the rim. Well, good game tonight for Zach, the senior leader. 13 as Bangham answers quickly, and we'll get a Ruskin timeout.
Again, Bangham, so many skills here at the offensive end. Again, getting to his bag. Nice long stride there, Kevin. Again, he's really a tough handle man-to-man.
Coming up next, the championship game of this tournament, Olathe South and Lee Summit. And Olathe South, let me tell you something, has packed the house with fans tonight, as they have for this entire tournament. I'm telling you, I'm looking for a conspiracy theory. Why so many fans? We can't find one, Coach. They just love their team, I guess.
We sure do. Well, the Falcons have really played great in this tournament. It's a great Kansas-Missouri matchup. Again, Coach Little's Lee Summit team, really fundamental, really fun to play. They run it up hard, shoot it quick, take good shots, unselfish. Ought to be a great game here for the title.
Earlier, we saw Lawrence get 5th place in this tournament. They had a hard-fought game with Grandview, and then Sumner Academy in a hard-fought game with Wyandotte. That's 7th place in your other ball games held tonight as part of the Blue Valley Shootout. And the theory I've heard is the fans got denied access to games last year. They said in 2021 we're going to make it out and we're going to watch our team, and boy, they're coming out in force, especially for the Olathe South Falcons. Got some Lee Summit fans behind us here as we wind this one down, as Blue Valley trying to run out the clock on 3rd place as Marcus is fouled and will shoot free throws. It's double bonus time for the sophomore Dean Marcus to shoot 2.
Well, I admire number 10 there, Kevin, Grayson Holbert. Again, he's got the ball on the wing. The crowd sees Aiden Shaw on the backside diagonal, wanting that lob for a dunk. Again, better off, run some clock, backed it out. Good choice by that young man. Seems to really have some innate leadership about him, number 10, Grayson Holbert.
Ruskin, D'Angelo Woods as their top scorer. Bangham Jr. with a long 3 that comes up short. Holbert inside Marcus. Good ball movement by the Tigers.
Unselfish Holbert. Again, I don't want to praise that kid too much, but Kevin, he is an impressive athlete. Could have got an easy one on his own. Hello.
Sweet moves by Bangham Jr. He's got 16. 18 for Woods, the leading.
Boom.
Hello! Alley-oop. And Shaw had to go a little extra to get that one and throws it down. And the fans are up. 7 now for Shaw. And Bangham Jr. answering, and Blue Valley will just hold on to the ball. Your final score will be 70-57. 3rd place to the Blue Valley Tigers in their own Blue Valley Shootout, as their star that's headed to Missouri with a game-high 27. Blue Valley now 3-1 on the year. Ruskin will drop to 1-4, and they will get 4th place in this tournament. Ivy postgame right after this. Trophy goes to Aiden Shaw and Blue Valley in the 3rd place game of the 2021 Blue Valley Shootout, and their 6'8" senior star led them tonight. Coach got the foul jeopardy early, but played through it and had a big scoring night.
Well, no question. Aiden Shaw, so many big plays tonight, Kevin. Really brings momentum and energy to every single possession at both ends of the court. He's on the defensive end, intimidator, blocking shots, getting deflections. At the offensive end, the entire package. 3 balls, putting the ball on the deck. 3-point shot, obviously. Big-time dunks.
Special thanks to the AD at Blue Valley, Gerald Van Reen. We got Me Ranchito for our crew. Thanks to them as well. Thanks to our coaches, Ray Hughes and Dwight Williams. Producer, Joe Novacek. For Mark Huppy and Dion Clisso and our entire Spectrum Sports Broadcasting crew, Kevin White saying so long from Blue Valley High School. Third place game goes to Blue Valley in their own shootout. 70-57 as we say goodnight from Blue Valley High School in Overland Park.